Hello, welcome to this homework help video. This week we will be making predictions using probability. Okay, so as a refresher, what is probability? Well, probability is the chance that an event that we want to happen will happen out of the total number of events, right? So if you flip a coin, what's the probability that it'll land on heads? Well, the event that we want it to, or that we want to happen is it'll land on heads. The total amount of events that are possible is heads or tails. So what is the probability that um, a coin will land on, like I said, heads? Well, it's 1 over 2. Okay? So, using that, let's look at this first problem. Elizabeth is going Elizabeth is going to flip a fair coin 100 times. Fair coin just means it's a regular coin. There's no trickery going on or anything. So what is the best prediction for the number of times the coin will land tails up? Okay, let's look at our answers. Exactly 200 times. Close to 200 times, but not exactly 200 times. Exactly 50 times, or close to 50 times, but not exactly 50 times. Well, hopefully you can see that we can cross two of these choices off uh, right away, right? If you're only tossing the coin 100 times, how will it land 200 times um, tails up, right? That's just impossible. So then the question becomes, is it exactly 50 times that the coin will land tails up? Or is it close to, but not exactly 50 times? Well, the answer is actually D, close to 50, but probably not exactly 50. And let me explain why. So if you take a coin, right, and you flip it, there's a 50-50 chance um, that you will land on a tail. 50-50 chance you'll land on a head as well. As you start to increase the um, number of times you've thrown the coin, the probability that you get a heads or tails for each throw is still the same. Okay? It's a 50% per throw. But as you continue to throw and throw, those 50%, you can get 3, 4, 5 tails, but only get 2 heads. Well, that's a likely thing to happen as you progress more and more throws. So as you get to 100 throws, those misbalanced probabilities, or those misbalanced throws rather, start to balance in the probability. Thus, you will be close to 50, but you probably won't be exactly 50. Let's see if we're right. And we are. Okay. So for this question, Makala Mikola maybe, has an MP3 player called the Jumble. The Jumble randomly selects a song for the user to listen to. The Jumble has 4 techno songs, 2 country songs, and 3 jazz songs on it. They plan to listen to 270 songs. Well, first off, that's a lot of songs when there's only, what, 9 of them? 6 plus 3, yeah, so 9. Okay, wow. This person will listen to how many country songs? Well, let us write a probability fraction this time. What is the probability out of one song that the jumble will play a country song? Well, how many songs are there in total, right? There were 4 plus 2, which is 6, plus 3 is 9 songs. And how many country songs are there? Well, there's 2. So the probability that one song being played will be a country song for each time a new song comes on is 2/9. Okay? So now, instead of, or we do this probability 270 times. Well, hopefully that you can see then, using this probability fraction, that the number of country songs won't be 210, because that's a lot of songs. That would be a probability fraction of something more akin to maybe um, 7, 7 of 9, 7 over 9, which leaves us with, let me change my color here, with either exactly 60 or close to 60, but probably not exactly 60. Well, if we use the same logic we did last time with the coin, we would know that the probability, it's probably not going to be exactly 60. It'll be close, but not exact. So let's see if we're right. And we are. Okay, let's do one more. The spinner is going to be spun 200 times. It's divided into equal sections. So we have 2 mouse, 2 monkey, and 1 elephant. Okay? So what is the probability that the spinner will land on the elephant out of 200 times? So let's write our probability fraction again. The probability that it'll land, one spin will land on the elephant. There's 1 elephant, right? So our want is 1, and the total number of spots it can land on is 5. Okay? And just scroll down a little bit so we can see all the answers here. So out of 200 times, what is the best prediction for the number of times the spinner will land on the elephant? Okay, it's a good question. So this time, because these numbers are a little bit closer, we'll do some quick math. So the probability is 1/5, right? So 20% chance for one or it to land on elephant 1 time. Okay, so what is 20% of 200? Well, if you get your calculator out, you would find out that 20% of 200 is actually 40. And quick reminder here, I'll put a note to the side. So 200, 20% of 200. To do that, you multiply by 0.2 instead of 20 because they're the same thing. 0.2 is 20%, and then this is equal to 40. Okay, so it's gonna be 40%, or it's gonna be 40 times likely to land on the elephant spot then. So the 80s are out. Okay, so now we have to use the logic from the first time. Is it going to be exactly 40 times or pretty close to 40 times, but not exactly 40 times? Well, if we use the logic from before, we find out that it is this one. Let's see if we're right. And we are. In this homework help video, we used probability to make predictions, okay? So just remember that probability is want over total, okay? If you remember that, you'll be fine. Thank you.